I'm thinking of coming up with some kind of a song, you know, like a let's enable everybody. We'll talk about consumerism later. I don't know. Maybe a theme song's not such a great idea. Hi everybody, it is that time again, the time when I love to enable people and talk about some of the things I've been loving for the past few months. I know I come on a lot of these favorite videos and I'm like, I just found my perfect new lipstick, and it's occurring to me now that I may have a bit of a problem when it comes to buying lipsticks, but I got another one to talk about. It's actually two colors of one like line of lipsticks, and that is the Lisa Eldridge Luxuriously Lucent lip colors. So she's a makeup artist. She's pretty fucking well known. She, I guess, has been the creative director of things like Lancome. She put out her own makeup line. She has matte lipsticks. I'm not a big fan of matte lipsticks, but she came out with like a sheer kind of creamier color. It's lucent and luxurious. And I decided I was going to order them. They're not inexpensive. They're pretty expensive, but they feel expensive. It's this nice gold package with her logo on the cover, and they're magnetic, so they like, boop. Yeah. I have two of her colors. This one is called Painterly. It is inspired by certain colors of paints that were used during the Renaissance. And I got this one specifically because I needed something darker to wear when I was on camera so that my lips didn't completely fade into the background. I generally really like a color that is like your lips but better, and that's my favorite kind of lipstick to wear, but when I'm on camera it makes me look like I don't have any lips. So I need something a little darker. I got this one and I really love it, which is big for me because I used to love dark brown lipstick back in the 90s, and since then I've kind of shied away from it. But yeah, this one. And then the other color I really love is called Dance Card. It is inspired by the color that Audrey Hepburn wears in Breakfast at Tiffany's. It's like a pink kind of salmon-y color. It's really pretty. It's a great summer color. I don't have it on me. It's upstairs, but I also really love that one. I love this formula because it's soft and it's comfortable. It's kind of sheer, but you can build it up. It doesn't make your lips feel like parched butthole, and it doesn't make them look that way either. You have to reapply it, but it feels luxurious when you put it on. Like, it doesn't feel cheap. It feels like you spent money on it, and since you did spend money on it, I appreciate that. And I like looking at it. Like, I like just keeping this out. I actually keep this on my desk downstairs because I pretty much only wear this when I'm filming, and I wear the Dance Card one a lot more often, just regular around, especially if I'm only wearing mascara. That one works real well for me, but they're really pretty. You have to kind of be on her wait list because she self-funds the whole business, so they go in and out of stock. But I have nothing but good things to say about this. Fuck yeah, expensive lipstick, Cindy. It's your like biggest vice. But we'll move to something way less expensive, and that is an old favorite of mine that I recently started using again. It has been a while, and that is the Trader Joe's Cream Shave. It's a like lotion-y shaving cream. It's not like a cream. It's like a lotion. Right? Creamy lotion that you use to shave your legs. I love it. It's only like $4 for the container. You only need to use a tiny little amount and it goes a long way. And my skin has been so dry since moving to Denver. Most like poofy creams, like creamy creams, shave creamy, like aerosol creams, make me dry out like a motherfucker. The Trader Joe's Cream Shave helps moisturize so that I don't need quite so much lotion afterwards. So I appreciate that. I'm also somebody who tends to nick myself if the shaving stuff is not layered correctly. I'm fucking clumsy as fuck and I have dry skin. And I noticed that with this stuff, my instances of nicks tend to go down quite a bit. So yeah, pretty inexpensive and I really enjoy it. So there is that. Now we gotta spend a few minutes talking about my house and some of the stuff in my house because goddamn it, I love my new house. I love it so much. Every day when I wake up here, I pinch myself that I am living here. Even now, when we have a hole in our ceiling because RJ flooded the toilet, I still love my house. And it's in the hallway, so you can't even see it when you're in the main part of the house, and so I can pretend it doesn't exist. We're gonna get it fixed. We're just waiting. You know, contractors take time to get here and everything else, so. But I love my house. And not only do I love my house, but we have bought some things for the house that I really love. They're all big purchases because they're furniture related, except for one. They're like furnishing related or whatever. So these are not cheap, but I just wanted to kind of run through them really quick to let you know my thoughts on them in case you are in the market for any of these things. First of all, our adjustable bed is just It's chef kiss. One of the best purchases I think I've ever made. As a matter of fact, I slept with it slightly adjusted last night because I was having massive kidney pain. The mattress is also outstanding. It's the best mattress I've ever been on, and my old bed was a really nice mattress. So this is like a massive upgrade. So the bed is from Casper, both the frame and the mattress. The mattress we got is the hybrid snow, which has like the temperature, like brings your your body heat down, which we got because Jesse's basically a furnace when he sleeps. It is amazingly comfortable. The snow technology feels really, really good, and it's great for the adjustment. I have nothing but good things to say. Sellers had a Casper bed, and when we told them we were thinking of getting one, they had nothing but good things to say. I worked with the people at the store here in town in Denver. They were awesome. Customer service was great. So yeah, I'm gonna rave about that bed forever because it is fantastic. Secondly is our sofa, which we got from Burrow. It is a sectional sofa that we got for our living room. It is massive. It has enough room for all four of us to sprawl out with room for the cats, which is amazing for us. The biggest issue I run into is that there was a little bit of a smell to it when we first got it, but that's dissipated. It just took a little bit of time. And putting it together was pretty easy. It's modular, but it did take a little bit of time, and my fingers were sore from pushing things in at the end of it. The other big issue with Burrow is that they're currently on like an 8-week out shipping frame, so we had to wait 85 years, it felt like, to get it, but we still fucking love it. Third, this one is small. It's a watering can from IKEA. It's small. It was like $4, but goddamn it, it's fucking cute, and it gives me some more delight when I walk around watering my plants in the house. And then finally, our Brooklinen bedding. I decided to splurge and get nice bedding to go with it. Now, I've heard their linen sheets are amazing, but I've also heard that cats can snag them, and I just didn't want to live that life. So I got their Luxe bedding, which is their really soft, kind of almost not silky, but like really soft, kind of slightly heavier bedding. And goddamn it, if it is not the most comfortable shit. Like, getting in bed is delightful at night. I have their sheets. I have their duvet, like not just the cover, but we are a non-top sheet loving people, and when you order from Brooklinen, you don't have to get a top sheet. You can just get a flat or fitted sheet and a duvet cover if you want to. So we have their all-weather duvet, which we really love. I'm kind of thinking of getting one of their heavier ones for the winter. We have the duvet cover, which is nice, the fitted sheet, and then we have pillowcases, plus I ordered their big down pillows for our bed because we needed a third set of pillows, and everything. Plus we have some of their towels. I'm telling you, we ordered. It was expensive. They are not cheap, but goddamn it, if they're not worth it. And they say they get better with every wash, and that has been the case so far. Every time I've washed the towels, every time I've washed the sheets, it's like they get softer and better every single time. Totally worth it to me to spend, especially for the sheets, because my bed is the place I go to at the end of the night when I am in so much pain. I need it to cuddle me, and between our new mattress and our new sheets, it's amazing. So if you're gonna splurge, definitely check out Brooklinen. Now that I have rambled about my house, let's talk about some other things. Let's talk about my favorite new dress. So I am living the dress lifestyle right now. While it's still warm, I decided I used to not like to wear dresses very often because I felt like I would get like chub rub, and I didn't like feeling like my fucking sweaty undercarriage was gonna, it was not the business. I felt much more comfortable in shorts or pants. And then when I got here, suddenly dresses just became my thing, and now I love them, especially this black one I got off of Amazon. I wore it in my video when I got the bookshelves. I'll link that up above, and I had a bunch of you comment on it. It's stretchy. It hits right under the boobs and then kind of falls down. It has pockets. It's long enough on me. I just absolutely love it. I actually just ordered it in like a wine color, so I'd have a second one. I'll link it down below. I've just found it to be both extremely comfortable and versatile in the like warmer weather. And I hopefully will still be in a dress mood when the warmer weather is here next year, because now I have all these dresses. I want to make sure I wear them again. Now, another thing that I absolutely love is right behind me. It's my new Kanban board. Also my new calendar up there, but I'm pointing at the Kanban board because that's the one you see. Much like a lot of the other purchases on this list, these were not inexpensive. These were fairly costly. These are clear acrylic boards that you screw into the wall. I'll link my Kanban video, which is where I set this up, and I talk more about them in depth, but they are huge. They're like 24 by 36 inches, exactly the size I wanted. They're beautiful. The quality is outstanding. The shipping was really, really great. She took a lot of care of them. The instructions on how to hang them are very clear and very awesome. I really love these as a purchase, and I'm actually using them, which is good because otherwise I would have been like, what the fuck did you spend that kind of money for? It's one of those things that makes my new office feel very fancy, and I feel ridiculous for spending that much money. At the same time, I'm like, fuck yeah, those look good. So yeah, definitely on my favorites list. I'm going to show you this, but hopefully I'm not going to get in trouble for showing you this. This is another thing that I'm absolutely in love with. It's a little vase from a ceramics company called Rose Grown. It's Nike, and it has a sloping belly. And the reason I got this was because I wanted to celebrate the fact that I have come to terms with and am now okay with the fact that I have a big kidney belly. I look like I'm pregnant, which is part of why I wouldn't wear dresses, because they kind of exacerbated that. But my new black dress, I fucking wear it and I love it. And I don't care if it shows my belly because it's comfortable and I think I look good in it. And I got that vase to keep on my desk. I haven't decided if I'm gonna put flowers in it or something else, but it's gonna sit there and remind me because it is beautiful. And when I look at that, I think about how beautiful it is. This is so beautiful. I think about how beautiful it is, and then I remember that if this is beautiful, I'm also beautiful. I know you don't need to, it's a reminder for me. That's what this is for. And I love it for that. I really would like to get some more of her stuff. I'm really getting into buying people's like hand done. I have a couple of ceramic palettes now. I have some ceramic water glasses. I'm really enjoying getting some of these handmade ceramic things. They're expensive, but it's because of the work that goes into making them. I don't want to make them. I'll be honest with you. This is not going to be a hobby I pick up anytime soon, but I love supporting shops like that. And I will link down below, if I remember to, some of the ceramics, Rose Grown definitely, but then some of the other ceramics places I have been looking at and patronizing because I find these handmade ceramics pieces just so beautiful. Next, I want to take a few minutes and talk about my Peloton. I don't know if I can consider it to be a favorite for this past quarter because I've only had it for a month. Not even a month when I'm filming this. I'm really enjoying it, but I'm actually saying this now as a reminder that next quarter, I will report back to let you know, is it really a favorite or do I hate it? My goal was to use it as often as possible during the 30-day return window so that I can really know if I want to keep it or not. And thus far, I have been enjoying the shit out of it and seeing why people get so like intense over it. So hopefully it'll be a favorite, but we shall see. I'm gonna sound like somebody who likes to eat junk food all the time, which I am, let's be realistic. But like, I actually have a favorite fast food place that I'm putting on this list this month because god damn it, if I have not eaten there as often as I consider reasonable since we moved to Denver, and that is Raising Cane's. I learned about Cane's from people in PGW back in the day before the first Go Wild. When I went to the first Go Wild, my friend Rachel took me directly to Cane's for the first time because they didn't have it where I lived in California. Well, there's Cane's here, and my whole family now has gotten on the Cane's the Cane's stand train. It's just chicken fingers. It's chicken fingers, and they're in Texas toast and delicious sauce, and it's so good. And if you don't have one, I'm sorry, and if you do have one, let me know in the comments if you also enjoy the shit out of Raising Cane's. I had to mention that. I couldn't have a favorites video without mentioning that. Okay, the next thing I'm a big fan of, and I will actually link my office tour here because it'll give you a good view of it. But my new filming, mainly my new live streaming setup is a big favorite of mine. I have a new tripod that has a overhead like boom, and it can handle my good camera. So not only do I have the space for it, which is awesome, but now that I have that, I've got a couple things that connect my good camera to my computer. I have a power adapter and I have the good tripod. I can live stream from my good camera, which is massively improving the quality of my streams, and it just makes me very happy. This tripod, though, has also made filming overhead videos a lot easier. It is not something I recommend if you're gonna make videos, planner videos, art videos, whatever, and you don't have a lot of space. It takes up room. It is definitely not something for someone who's limited space. I would never have been able to use this in the old house, but now that I'm in this house and I have the space for this giant tripod, which I just leave open, like set up all the time. I just move it out of the way when I need to get rid of it. But like, it has made filming so much both easier for me and better quality at the same time, which I really appreciate. I will leave it linked down below, but like I said, it works really great, but you need to have the space for it. And then my final thing that I am loving this month shouldn't be a surprise if you've been following my live streams, but that is my Mom Agenda planner. Now, I don't think I'm going to be using it past the end of this year. I have some ideas on what I'm going to be doing in 2022 because there are things about it that I'm not a huge fan of. The paper is not the greatest, and the coil is my least favorite kind of coil. However, the setup of it is really fun. I really was missing stickering in my planner, and again, going back to setting boundaries around work and personal life, I thought that going back to a weekly planner along with my bullet journal would be helpful. And thus far, I have been really enjoying using it. It is a really interesting layout. It's very specific, so it may work for you or it may really not work for you. Definitely check out my review. I'll leave it linked of the planner so you can kind of get an idea of what I'm looking at. But its particular layout and its particular idiosyncrasies have been very helpful for me in this particular phase in my life. And so I'm looking at it right now, and it's like if I was an emoji, I'd be the heart eyes emoji while I'm looking at it, just like, you know. But it's making me really happy. It's helping me reconnect with some of the creative planning side of things that has been a little less obvious for me during my bullet journal only lifestyle, because the fancier I get with my bullet journal, the less likely I'm able to use it. Using it as mainly a scribbly to-do list has always been my best usage of it, and the stickering in this planner, the stickering's been good. Let's just say I've been having a good time. So I am loving the Mom Agenda. Now that I've talked about a bunch of the things I've been loving this last month and all the money we've had to spend to love those things, Jesus. No wonder I'm burned out. Working to pay for my new bed. I'd love to hear from you in the comments, something you have been loving in the last few months. Enable us. I do love to talk about consumerism on this channel, but in these videos, I kind of let some of that go so that we can delight in the things that honestly bring us joy, because things can bring you joy. I'm not a minimalist. I am not a maximalist either, but I definitely can recognize when something that I have, this is a perfect example, when something that I have is more than worth the cost because of the amount of peace or joy or tranquility or relief or whatever it brings me. So I'd love to hear about something like that for you in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already, and until next time, peace.